Hi, my name is Laura and welcome to my channel. So I finished up my meals for Dollar Tree today. I want to preface this video by saying that I am very not perfect at filming yet, and so sometimes my camera was the wrong way because I am using my phone and I don't know that it's done until it's like done. So I either include it or don't, so I've been including it. I am a hot mess right now, so forgive me for that. I also wanted to say that out of the $20 meals for Dollar Tree, I ended up with 7 breakfasts, 20 lunch dinner meals, and 7 snacks. The snack was lackluster, so I would probably not do that one again. All of the actual meals were really good. And I also do not just eat them for the entire week. So it's not like I'm saying I have only $20 and this is all I have to eat in a week, because that's not how I'm doing it. I'm doing it so that you can see that you can make an abundant amount of meals for the $20, but I freeze most of them because I don't really want to eat the same thing every day. But I do eat them, and like last week I pulled freezer meals out and took them for my work lunches, and that's super easy for me. So I hope that you enjoy the video. I will take you there now. Hello, I'm back. Welcome to my channel. My name's Laura for Ash a la carte. I'm doing my $20 challenge this week at Dollar Tree. So I'll show you what I got. I got this hot smoked sausage, John Morel. It is 7 ounces. I got 7 ounces of Farmer John pork sausage links. I got a 12-ounce bag of California blend, a 20-ounce box of elbow macaroni, a 14.5-ounce can of classic Alfredo. I got chocolate chip muffin mix, just add water. I got this 12-pack of tortillas. Okay, sorry, my mom called. So I got a 12-pack of flour tortillas. This is 14.5 ounces also. I got a 4-ounce of mild cheddar cheese. This is real cheese, pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt enzymes, and color. I got this mild taco sauce. I got this honey sweet cornbread mix. That's a pound mix. It says, it tells me what I need, but that's not how I'm going to make it. I don't know how many it's supposed to make. It doesn't. I was going to make mini muffins, but a 9x13 or 2 8x8 pans, but I have to make it differently. I got Hungry Jack Complete Original, already opened, 16 ounce. I got a pancake syrup, butter flavored, 2 pounds of brown rice, 12 ounces of red kidney beans, 12 ounces of lentils, and 1 pound of pinto beans. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest, and I still have well over half of this bottle, which was 24 ounces. This one is also 24 ounces. So I'm actually going to use this, and my school's having a food drive, so I'll probably donate that one. I just had bought, I was low on brown rice, so I'll keep that. I could probably donate a bunch of it, but we'll see what I do. I have a lot, and my school is having a food drive, but I really typically don't eat real syrup, so I'm not going to open another one. So that is my haul. This time, I'm sticking with almost the exact same spices I have been. Onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. But this time I'm going to add, this one is Cajun. I got from Azure Standard. I like this Cajun. It could have been, I just wanted something hot. So it could have been cayenne. It could have been like, I have Tabasco chipotle sauce. It could be any of those kinds of things. I just need something with a little spice. And since I'm doing red beans and rice, I thought that Cajun would be good. So this is my haul, and let's see what we come up with it. Okay, so the waffle maker is heated up, and I'm just gonna knock out some waffles now. And this little waffle maker I got for my birthday last year, and it just makes little waffle sticks. I'm gonna see how many I get. When I had breakfast with my niece and my nephew, there were 3 of them eaten, and I would probably eat 2 for a breakfast for me with, you know, like nothing else. So I'm gonna see what I get to see how many breakfasts we get. But I'm just gonna keep going on this. See how many we get. So I got the last one in. It was like a partial one. And these are the ones that I have all done. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So with that one, it'll be 10. And I think I said that we had, when me and my niece and nephew ate, there were 4 of them because I ate 2 and they each had 1. So I'm going to call that 2 breakfasts. So this would make 2 waffles per breakfast. This is a partial, but I'll just pair it with a good sized one. 2 waffles for breakfast for 7 days. I'm going back over to my counter that I have all of my stuff still laid out on. So I'm going to let these cool for a few minutes, and then I'm going to bag them up. What I'm going to do is I'll put 2 into a single Ziploc, because that'll be a breakfast. And then I'll put them all into a freezer gallon bag, so I can just pull out what I want. And then it'll be divided into, that's pretty cool. I could probably do it to show you. So these are floppy, but when I eat them, I will pop them in the toaster. So I didn't like cook them super crispy. I also don't like them really super crispy, but I'm weird. So I'll do that. I'm going to leave it open. I'll do that for them and then put them into the big Ziploc for the freezer. But they are still pretty warm, so I don't want to close them in with all that liquid or moisture. So I will do this, and then I'll see you guys later. So I got all of those bagged up, and then I'm just going to stick them into the freezer bag. and toss them in the freezer. And when I want a breakfast, I'll just grab one out from frozen and toss it into the toaster. Ta-da! So we're getting ready to make some red beans and rice. And the first thing that I want to do is sort through my beans. So I'm gonna go through them, make sure we're not getting any rocks or weird beans. I buy these pretty often from Dollar Tree, and I've never had an issue. I just was disappointed that they went down from a pound bag to 12 ounces, and the prices went up. But that is our life lately, isn't it? Increase prices, decrease the amount. And we're going to make this in my pressure cooker. So we're going to use the whole bag. We're going to, after we sort through, we're going to cut up the sausage. And I'm going to cut it up small, even smaller than I normally would, because it's going to make a big pot and there's not that much meat. So it'll like kind of make it go a little bit further. So yeah, that bag was perfect. So, well, I'll get rid of that one. So I'm going to cut this up, like I said, small, and then I'm going to move over to the pressure cooker, and I'm going to put it on the saute to do the sausage a little bit. I don't have, I have onions and peppers and everything, but I don't have any from this grocery haul. So we're going to be using the garlic powder, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, salt and pepper. And so normally I would probably cut these in just half moons or just the rounds, but I'm going to cut these into fourths and then dice them pretty small so that that meat stretches a little bit further. I'm making this for dinner for tonight, and my family is coming over, so they get to enjoy my budget, super budget, because I think red beans and rice is pretty cheap meal anyways, but my super budget version of red beans and rice for dinner. Now, the little kids won't eat this, but the adults all will. So I'm going to take this over. I'll take you with me. All right, so I got my pressure cooker heating up. I'm going to toss the sausages in there. I'm going to grab we're going to way over season this. So onion powder, because I'm making up for not having real things. Garlic powder. Pepper. Salt. And Cajun. Now, I used hot sausage, and I can adjust the heat later if I need, so I'm not going to go too heavy on that. So, we'll kind of just mix that up. It doesn't seem to a lot of seasonings, not so much meat. So next I'm going to toss in the beans. We got that meat all coated in that stuff. That's delicious. There's our beans. And then I'm going to put in probably about 6 cups of water. Might go 8. All right, so I got the meat, all of those spices, and that teeny tiny bit of beans in there. I'm gonna switch it to high pressure. I'm gonna let this go for a while. Normally I would do about 50 minutes probably. But I'm not gonna be here for a couple hours. So I think I'm gonna let it go. Let's see, what time is it? 4:30, 5:30. I think I'm gonna let it go for 2 hours. Make sure it gets like all nice and gooey. So I set that on for 2 hours, and meanwhile I'm gonna get the rice going. Okay, so over here I got my rice cooker. I have a 3 squares rice cooker. I love using it to cook my rice and yogurt. I'm gonna fill, I don't know how much of this I should use. I always can save the leftover rice. So I'm gonna go fill my mason, it's a quart jar that I'm filling probably 3/4 of the way. And then I'm gonna double that with water. So I got that in there. Now normally I would probably just say, we're just making rice. And that would be delicious. If I have leftover rice, I'm going to use it for another meal, and I have the same spices. So I'm going to put some garlic, some onion, salt and pepper into the rice. And that might seem weird, but I like to be weird. The other, like this one is like red beans and rice Cajun. And then the other meal that I would use rice for is like a Taco Tuesday kind of meal. Even though today is Tuesday and I'm doing red beans and rice. All right, so I give that a good stir. I'm gonna close it. And then I'm gonna set it for brown rice and start, and it will regulate that for me, and then we'll be back. So I'm gonna mix up this cornbread really quick. I bought this not paying any attention to what it needed, so I'm just gonna do it with water and a couple of splashes of oil, which I would not have included, but most people have oil, so we're gonna go with it. Because it called for milk and 3 eggs. So I'm going to do about 3 teaspoons of oil and about 2 cups of water. Alright, so we're going to get some whiskey business going on here. Got that oil in there. I got about 2 cups, but I'm not going to put it all in. I'm going to do like about 1.5 cups and see if I need more. I don't think I will. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to use that 1.5 cups of water. It is all stirred up. And then, since I already used my oil, I'm going to use some of my spray to spray the pan. And we're going to get this into the pan and into the oven. That cornbread came out and looks beautiful.
Can I help?
I started fluffing the rice and forgot to film, so I'm fluffing the rice, and then I'm gonna take a taste of it.
Okay.
Good. I'm leaving that in there. And then over here I got the red beans and rice, and I put it back on saute. That's hot, Bowie.
Hello.
So that some of the juice would cook down. I mean, I want some of the juice, but flavor's good. I just want it to cook down a little.
66 in Pacific.
I totally want to soak my beans overnight because I'm eating a lot of them. So I'm going to sort them really quick. This is the bag of pinto beans, and I'm gonna make the whole bag. I'm hoping I can use them 2 ways. I don't think that's a rock, but I'm pulling it just to be safe. Man, like in the last 24 hours, the world's allergies have gotten to me. And so, for the weekend, I'm hoping to... Oop, there is a rock for sure. Come back here. Total rock. Right there. Oh, that's what you don't want. I think that's a bean. That is a bean. I didn't sort my beans really good one time, and I bit into a rock in a bean burrito that I made, and it was not pleasant. So now I sort them a little bit better. And I, well, I'll fast forward. And there's a little tiny rock there. Oh, too many. All right, so I definitely found, that's a bean, 2 rocks in there. So sort your beans. All right, I'm gonna put some water in here. I'm just gonna use this water. And I want to cover it by a couple of inches, but I also want to put a splash of vinegar in there. I'm trying to reduce the gassiness. So that's all I'm doing for tonight. I'm gonna lightly toss a towel over it, and then I will deal with them when I get off of work tomorrow. Sounds like a plan to me. All right, so I have my beans that have been soaking, and I'm just gonna, I did rinse them one other day. I'm just gonna rinse them really good, and then we're gonna put them into a pressure cooker and cook them. So I'll take you over there in just a minute. Okay, so into my pressure cooker, I'm gonna dump the beans. I'm going to add water. Hold on. I'm going to put a little bit more in. And if I have extra water when they're done, I will just take some of the water off. Only other thing I'm going to add into this is some salt. And then I'm going to pressure cook it for about 90 minutes. So it's airtight. I need to plug it in. I'm going to pressure cook for 90 minutes. And I'm going to start it. I have it on airtight, and it will do all the work for me. All right, so I'm about to start my pasta. So I got pasta or water in this pan. I'm gonna salt the water. I like to salt it like the sea. And then in this skillet, I'm gonna start with my sausage. So it's just raw, and I did thaw it. So we're just gonna plop those in here. Got my handy dandy chopper out. So I got that chopped up pretty good. I'm going to scrape all the extra meat off. Don't want to waste any of those bits. And we're just going to let this brown. Hopefully this will boil quickly. And then I'm going to dump in my elbow pasta and my California blend to the boiling water. And then we're going to finish it off with some Alfredo sauce. I think it should be really good. This looks really fatty, so if I can get some of the grease for my refried beans, that might be really good. We'll see how that works. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the meat out of the pan and do everything in this pan once the meat is cooked. And I'll just set the pan aside so that when I go to do my refried beans this evening, the grease will still be in the pan, and that should be amazing. I'm probably going to make it, I'm making this for lunch today, and then I'm doing the other one for dinner. So, it'll all be on the same day. But I'm going to let that crisp up a little bit more. Meanwhile, I'm going to get another thing out to put it in. Very much greasy, or than I expected it to be. So, I'm going to grab a couple of paper towels and put them into my bowl that I set aside. And I'm going to pull a slotted spoon and just pull all of the care if there's little like pieces left. It'll add some like good flavor. And it won't be sitting here for too long because I'm probably gonna start making the refried beans in a little hour and a half maybe. They still have 30 minutes on the pressure cooker, so I'm just gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna set that back there. Actually, I might move the water over because this burner is a little quicker. We'll get that going over here. We'll be back when this is boiling. So my water is boiling. I'm going to dump, I don't know, I'm just going to cook it all. I'm just going for it. I'll save some of the starchy water. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump in also the frozen veggies. It will take a minute for it to come back up to a boil, but it'll come back up to a boil. And then we can get this all nice and cooked. The water should be good and salty. I'm not going to add any. And then I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to save some of the water before I drain it. I'll use that to help make this go further. And we'll be back when this is done cooking. So this pasta I checked was good. I'm going to turn off the heat, grab a measuring cup. So I'm just going to take my measuring cup into here. Save some of this water. It's probably plenty. I got a cup and a half. I'm gonna go drain the pot. Getting ready for my pasta facial. Okay, I'm going to dump this all back into the hot pot. I'll shake it first. Now I'm going to add my sausage back in. That's a lot of grease. All right, and then I'm going to dump in the can of Alfredo. I'm going to use some of the pasta water to get every last drop. it can't hurt to also use a spatula. Alright, so I'll pour some of the pasta water in here. We're going to start right about there. And we'll see how saucy we need. Alright, and to this, I am going to add my handy dandy garlic powder. And onion powder. A little bit more salt. You know, the last ingredient is a lot of pepper. Oh. I'm so good at this filming thing. Alright, I'm going to give that an awesome stir. And then I'm going to grab a spoon and give it a taste test. Let's see if I can get sausage. Ooh, yeah, we'll get sausage and cauliflower. Ooh, that sausage is good. Surprisingly good. That is my pinto beans. It does need more salt. I'm giving it more pepper also. It's got really good flavor. It's just not like salt and pepper. I got some little pieces of veggie in this, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of that to get those out of there. And done. Let me dish them up for myself. Alright. Got some cauliflower. There's some broccoli and carrots. Lots of pasta and sausage. Alright. That looks delicious. Oh yeah. That salt and pepper did good. I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I'll be back with you in a little while for the refried beans. I have 4 leftovers, but I honestly ate 2 bowls for lunch. We're calling that 5 total servings. And we'll be back with another meal. My pan from this morning, I'm going to get that heated back up. And then I have my beans that I cooked. As the oil melts, I will start putting beans in. I want some of the juice, but I am trying to not put all the juice in there because I don't necessarily want all of the juice left over in there. Turn that down. I'm going to want some of them smashed, some of them whole. I'm gonna use my potato masher. Kind of mash. I'll probably decide as I go if I want any more of the juice added back in. I don't want to get rid of the juice because I want these to be nice and creamy. So if I need it, I want it there. But I'm going to let these go for a little while. I'm just going to set that there. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing on the side. So in the same pan that I just took my beans out of, I'm going to put my lentils in. 16 to 3/4. Okay, so a pound of lentils was about 3 cups. So I need, this is 12 ounces. So I need 3/4 of 3 cups of water. So I'll be back with that. All right, so I'm going with 2 cups, and then I'm gonna use taco sauce in there also. So I'm gonna open that. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna pour about half of the bottle, maybe a little bit more than that, into this pot. We're gonna give that a stir, and then I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes in my pressure cooker. All right, so I got that going in the pressure cooker. This is getting nice and bubbly. Still got a lot of liquid in it, so I'm not ready to add any more. It smells really good. And then I got I got my lentils in the pressure cooker. I'm going to give this a good stir, and then we're going to get the rest of my rice cooking. I'll show you that. And we need to shred up some cheese. So I'm going to let this cook. Got the pressure cooker going. I'll see you in a second. So I'm not sure how much rice I have. I'm just going to use the rest of it. I'm measuring so I know how much water. So 1/2 cup. 1 cup. 1.5. So right under 2 cups. I'm gonna start my water filling with the rest of this taco sauce. So for 2 cups, I want 4 cups of water. So for 2 cups, I want 4 cups of water. So that's 2 cups. I'm going to go get the other 2 cups. And I filled the bottle to rinse it out completely. So that's our 4 cups of water. I'm going to add into here some garlic and onion powder. I'm going to add salt and pepper. I checked the sodium on that taco sauce and it's not super high. I'm going to stir this and get it into the rice cooker. It smells good. So I'm back over to the stove. I got the lentils in one pressure cooker, my rice in my rice cooker, and I'm just cooking these down until they're good and creamy. We're going to add some seasonings right now. So I'm going to put in some onion powder. Garlic powder. Salt. And just a smidge of pepper. I think I'm going to put in just a splash of this bean juice. There's a couple of random beans stuck in there too. And we're just going to let this simmer while everything else cooks. I might give it a couple stirs, but I'll be back with you in a few minutes. So I have this cheese. My refried beans are almost done. And we're gonna, this cheese is all being used in the same meal, but I'm gonna save some to use for the tortillas and some to use for the refried beans. So I don't think this will be the easiest shredding cheese, so I'm just going to try to cut it thinly, and then maybe we can chop it. I don't know. I kind of want to taste it. Let me taste it. Tastes like cheddar cheese. Awesome. I was reluctant to buy it, even though it says that it's real cheese. My lentils are releasing pressure and my rice is still going. My beans are done. I just have them on like a super low heat to keep them warm so we can add the cheese. And the rice, beans, and lentils, I think that's what I'm going to use. I'll use all this. The rice, bean, and lentils I can use in multiple different ways. So I am kind of excited that I have them all. Like I could eat beans and rice as just beans and rice with some lentils on there. I have the 12 tortillas. I'm pretty positive I'm going to get plenty of variations of meals out of this. So I'm not too worried about having enough meals for the week, because I'm pretty positive I'm going to have plenty. I'm going to put my oven on a low broil and stick this into the oven so that that cheese gets melty just for a couple of minutes. And I'll see you in a minute. While the rest of my dinner is cooking, I'm going to mix up these chocolate chip muffins for my snacks. It says it makes 6. I'm going to stretch it to 7, so I have 7 days of snacks. It says add milk. I, again, am adding water. I'm gonna get my pan out and lined. All right, so I got my 7 muffin tins out. I'm gonna need this in a minute. I'm just gonna start with a scoop. I may be able to get 8. I'll just top those. I don't need 8. All right, and these are gonna go in the oven, 400 degrees for 14 to 16 minutes. I pulled that out of the oven. That looks delicious. And the lentils are done. I gave them a stir. I'm gonna leave them in the pot though while we're waiting on the rice. I went ahead and shredded or cut up my cheese, and I got the burritos laid out. So dinner shouldn't be too long away. They are out. I'm gonna let them cool in the pan for a little while, and we'll give one a taste test in a little bit. So I got rice, lentils, and beans. And then I have this cheese over here. I'm just gonna set some on my plate. About 6 pieces. And I'm gonna give myself, for this one, 2 tortillas. Some of them are just gonna be rice bowls, but for this meal, I'm gonna go with tortillas. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the lentils. I tasted everything and it's got pretty good flavor. I'm gonna take some of this rice. I'm gonna take some beans. I'm gonna put a couple of little cheeses in there. And I have a delicious taco. Let's try it with everything all mixed together. That's really good. I might not put everything into the taco. I might eat some by itself, and later we'll probably do some bowls with this, but I do have 12 total tortillas, so I could do 5 more meals of tacos or burritos. I might make up some burritos. We'll figure out what we're doing with everything after I eat my dinner. So I already took a bite. They stick to the papers a lot more than I would have hoped for, but they don't taste terrible. They don't taste amazing, but it's a snack. It would probably have been better with milk, but obviously I don't have milk. Okay, so I ate my one meal, and I got 5, actually 4 of those would be bowls. 1 of those would be tacos because I have 2 tortillas left. So 4 rice bowls, 1 taco, and then 4 meals of burritos. So that's a total of 10 meals out of all of that food. So between the 10 meals that I got here, the 5 meals I got from my lunch, and I think we had 5 adults and we ate the whole pot of red beans and rice. So I would say that we got a total of 20 lunches and dinners and 7 breakfasts and 7 snacks. So 27 meals, 7 snacks. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you did, give me a like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.